My name is Lynn Van Praagh-Gratton, and I have a gift. I have the ability to see, hear, and feel things from the spirit realm. On occasion, I will encounter things of high coincidences or amazing synchronicity. This is one of those favorite stories of mine. I live in New York, and I went to church one day and happened to be at a funeral of a friend. While in church, I was thinking of my upcoming trip to Colorado. I asked Mother Mary for guidance and to please send me a confirming sign for the service that I do, that while I am there, that this will all be for a higher purpose. The next day, as I was flying to Colorado, it was Super Bowl Sunday, and the pilot had announced that we will be arriving a half an hour earlier. I knew when I landed that my ride was most likely going to be a half an hour delayed, and sure enough, when I landed, I was told they will get there in about 30 minutes. I turned around and went inside and sat in a vestibule, and I went sat onto a bench. And there was a lady sitting there at the end of the bench, and she was dressed in all purple. And as I walked through the door, she said to me, "Well, my goodness, you are such a bright light in your beautiful color of teal." I proceeded to sit down next to her, and we started to talk. And we talked about things in life, in the world, and what she did and what I did. And I told her, I do spiritual work. And she said, I help take care of the homeless. As we continued to talk, she stood up and she said to me, "Can we pray together?" And I said, "Of course we can." She grabbed my both hands and she started to pray. And I said, "Here we are, two strangers from two different sides of the country, joined together." And we said such beautiful prayers. And we connected with heaven and with the beyond. She was a loving, loving energy. And all she kept saying to me was, "You are so full of love, and you do God's work, and you help heal people who are hurting." I wondered, how did she know all this? How did she know what I did? She had to be somebody very special. So she said to me again, "You help heal many people, and you are of a very special light." As we kept praying together, she kept saying that, "Keep doing God's work. You're a very special person." She then took out a little red wallet, and in the wallet was folded bills. She handed me a $5 bill, and she said to me, "You are to keep this and carry this with you always. This is for you." I turned around and said to her, "Please give this to the homeless people. They could really use this." And she said, "This is meant for you, nobody but you." As I took the $5 bill, I placed it inside my wallet, right behind my husband's picture. And to this day, I still have it in the same place. We stood there together holding hands for a while, and she said to me, "I have to ask you, what is your name?" And I said, "My name is Lynn." And she said to me, "You know that means light, and you are a bright light. You shine so bright." And I said to her, "Well, what is your name?" And she said, "Mary." I stood there and I realized for a moment that this could possibly be my answer that I asked for the day before at the church. I thought of yesterday when I was in the church and how I had asked Mother Mary to just show me a sign that all I was doing was from God and it was my gift. I got validation. She gave me a big, beautiful hug and said, "I love you." And I said to her, "I love you too." This was a complete stranger that I met. Did not even know of her a half hour before. And because of a delayed ride and a quick moving aircraft that landed a half hour earlier. As we stood together, we looked at each other, and I took a quick turn to grab my suitcase. And she said to me as I was turning, "Keep doing God's work. Keep healing those that are needed." And as I turned again to grab my suitcase, I turned back and she was gone. There was all glass, so it's not where I could not have seen her. I knew then that I had received my validation and that the service I do is from such a higher source and a higher power. And I knew that everything that I do is to help heal those in need.